Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MWO Championship Wrestling. Along with Simon Page, I am your old buddy Howie. Thank you so much for joining us. We are here at the Richfield Road Church in Flint, Michigan, and the road to WrestleRama 25.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be, I mean, what we saw in the last episode, just brutality.
It was simply off the charts, ladies and gentlemen. All kinds of history already being made. We have a huge main event here on this episode of Championship Wrestling. The MWO champion, Rick Caurdiea, goes one-on-one with DJ Edwards, and that is going to be a tremendous one-on-one matchup.
Absolutely. We also have Rex Havoc is going to be challenging Jeremiah J. Hughes. If he wins that match today, he stamps his ticket to WrestleRama 25, where he will face Roberto Cruz for the Great Lakes title if.
Well, a lot remains to be seen as we make our way to WrestleRama. We're going to be talking about throughout the course of this broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, let's head up the ringside with our first matchup.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Takeover.
Come to the ring at this time, representing the Takeover, and escorted by Jordan J. Scavone. He hails from Pontiac, Michigan. He weighs in at 325 pounds. He is the mighty Bojack.
Bojack making his debut in the MWO just a month or so ago, and made his way into the bunkhouse brawl where we saw the return of his brother, Cesar Ashur, and I mean, they made a beeline right for each other, Hal.
They certainly did. No love lost between Cesar Ashur and the mighty Bojack, and this has been a matchup weeks in the making, if not a lifetime in some aspects.
You got to wonder if that's the reason Cesar Ashur came back.
Bring him out. He's ready.
But did he come back here just to take on his brother?
And
well, here he comes.
Hailing from the Coliseum, weighing in at 245 pounds, the Centurion of Submission, Cesar Ashur.
Cesar Ashur, ladies and gentlemen, made a huge, shocking return to the Michigan Wrestling Organization at the Bunkhouse Brawl. And Simon, like you had alluded to, these two, Ashur and Bojack, a lifetime of animosity building up. It's going to culminate right here on MWO Championship Wrestling.
Absolutely, Hal. This newfound focus of Cesar Ashur, a new attitude, I mean, this looks like just a man with a purpose, Hal.
So much to talk about during the course of this broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. The bell has sounded. This one is underway. One fall is going to win it. But we are on our way to WrestleRama 25. Of course, that is April the 28th from the Community Center in downtown Fenton, Michigan. And you know, both of these men, Ashur and the mighty Bojack, would love more than anything to be a part of that huge card on the 28th of April.
Absolutely, Hal. Right now, basically, as I'm sure you know, when you come back, I mean, even if you've been in the MWO before, you kind of have to start over when you come back. You have to make your way, you have to make a name for yourself all over again.
Absolutely.
And this match right here, you got to think the officials and the committee behind the MWO are paying very close attention to this match to see just where these two men might fall in the card for WrestleRama this year.
Two of the young, bright superstars here in the Michigan Wrestling Organization. As the mighty Bojack, now part of that takeover orchestrated by Jordan J. Scavone, which includes the Great Lakes champion, Roberto Cruz, and one of the men who will compete for the MWO Championship in the main event of WrestleRama, Jeremiah J. Hughes.
Absolutely. We found out at we found out at the Bunkhouse Brawl that after Bam Grizzlee amazingly defeated all the others in the brawl. Jeremiah J. Hughes then decided to cash in his contract to make it a triple threat match at WrestleRama. And you got to wonder what Jeremiah J. Hughes and the Takeover have in mind for that match. I mean, I'd like to think I know, but I'm going to keep that to myself. I don't want to spoil the master plans of a brilliant man like Jordan Scavone.
Well, right now you got the mighty Bojack in firm control of this. Nice armbar there applied, working on that left arm and shoulder of Cesar Ashur. Ashur powers his way back up. These two men very, very strong. You got to believe they know each other better than themselves at this point.
And you got to think what could have possibly happened in their lives that they wanted, the two brothers want to just take each other apart like this. I mean, it's not the first sibling rivalry we've seen in the MWO, that's for sure.
No, certainly not.
But, I mean, this is just...
No, reverse waistlock applied by Ashur. Jockey in for position, right in the center of the ring, steps over into a side headlock. Beautiful, beautiful maneuver there by Cesar. Just rakes in the pressure on.
Well, I mean, Cesar Ashur, as I don't recall the name exactly, he said something about being a master of submission.
The Centurion.
Centurion of submission.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got to think he's going to be looking for a way to make his brother tap out today.
Bojack now misses the clothesline. Ashur comes back. Over the top goes Bojack. Comes over the top rope. Oh, leapfrog. Big clothesline, and down goes Ashur. One hiccup. It was all it took. And the mighty Bojack is in control of this.
Coming in like a Mack truck.
There you see Hughes there.
It's all about the mind games, Hal.
It certainly is. And Ashur now at a disadvantage number-wise, reverses that Irish whip. Bojack hard into the buckles. Here comes Ashur, full steam ahead, and buries a shoulder right into the midsection of Bojack.
Oh, spinning back elbow.
And down goes Bojack, face first on the mat, right there in front of Hughes. And here comes Cruz now, the Great Lakes champion of the Michigan Wrestling Organization.
They're taking care of their man here. They're making sure he's all right.
Here comes Ashur, taking the fight right to his brother. This man has no fear, going right out there amongst the Takeover. Big clubbing forearm now. Look at Cesar Ashur just making a stand against the Takeover, and it cost him dearly.
Right there, that's the mind games I'm talking about, Hal. That's the brilliance of Jordan Scavone and Jeremiah J. Hughes and Roberto Cruz.
Oh, man, slams him right into the most unforgiving part of this ring, the apron.
That is solid steel he's slamming into there.
Absolutely not a lot to give on the apron of this ring, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we are making our way to WrestleRama. But before we get there, we got a big live television and internet broadcast on ONTV on Saturday, April the 6th. More on that throughout this broadcast, as meanwhile, the Takeover is really doing a number on Cesar Ashur.
One would say they might be taking over, Hal.
I don't know how much of that the referee saw, but...
Referee Terrell Allen telling... Wait a minute. Did he just...
He's trying to keep the Takeover away from the ring, and he has ejected the Takeover.
Well, he ejected Jeremiah J. Hughes and Roberto Cruz, but it looks like Jordan Scavone gets to stay around.
Bojack, my goodness, just sandwiches Ashur into the turnbuckles.
I think the damage might already be done, Hal.
280 pounds, I believe he was billed at, comes in.
Big boy.
Lateral press, hooks the leg. Terrell right there, 2 count only. It's Scavone very confident now in his new charge that he has brought to the Michigan Wrestling Organization. We've got Hall of Fame news coming up here shortly. Simon Page, this is the most exciting time of the year to be in or around the Michigan Wrestling Organization.
Absolutely. You got the Hall of Fame award banquet and induction ceremony.
Oh, what a maneuver there by Bojack, and Cesar Ashur is in a bad way.
It's amazing Samoan drop there.
1, 2 count only.
Yeah, as I was saying, we got the Hall of Fame induction and award banquet ceremony the night before WrestleRama 25, but fans are able to get a ticket if they want. I believe it's called a tag team.
The tag team ticket,
Tag
for
team
15
ticket,
bucks.
where you can attend both shows for a one low price of only $15, Al. I mean, where are you going to find great entertainment that inexpensive?
You're not going to find any kind of entertainment like you see here in the Michigan Wrestling Organization, but right now, Bojack is in control of this thing. Cesar Ashur trying to fight his way back up. Big headbutt by the mighty Bojack. And you got to believe Ashur's seeing stars. Oh.
What a chop.
Ashur out of desperation, perhaps. Another one, my goodness, they're teeing off on each other. Big forearm by Bojack. My goodness, Ashur's got nowhere to go. He's trapped in the buckles, and my goodness, the mighty Bojack is in control.
What a vicious assault. Bojack like a man possessed. You gotta think this is years of anger built up, finally being taken out on each other. I don't think Cesar Ashur has much of a chance left after another vicious chop from his brother. Oh, Bojack going to the corner. Could we be seeing an avalanche here?
Full steam, he's coming. No, Ashur able to sidestep it. Bojack is dazed. Ashur trying to go for a modified suplex of oh my goodness. I'll tell you what, the mighty Bojack is no joke.
Did you hear the impact on that kick, Hal?
Absolutely. Oh, my goodness.
Running senton right to the midsection.
Near 300 pounds coming down on top of Cesar Ashur. Little press, and somehow or another, he got that shoulder out. Come out the back door.
He almost had it, Hal. I think we're looking at two contenders here, Hal, that if this keeps going like this, they're going to make quite a name for themselves here.
And there you see Scavone just gave the thumbs down. That can't bode well for Cesar Ashur.
He could be looking for the vice. This could be it. The Bo Vice, he's looking for it. He's got it locked in.
I can't tell if he's got it fully cinched from our vantage point.
That looks like it. Caesar's going down. Oh, wait.
He's fighting his way back up. Somehow or another, he's got his hand on the ropes. The Bojack, the power of Bojack, just ripped Cesar away from those ropes. And now it looks like he's going out. Blocking that flow of oxygen to the brain, you're not going to be able to do a whole lot.
Absolutely, Hal.
It drops twice, one more, and this one's over.
Here it is. That's it.
No! Somehow or another, Ashur able to keep that arm up.
But how is he going to get out of it? That's how.
Well,
I don't know if that's necessarily legal, but
unconventional, but it got the job done.
I guess.
And now the adrenaline is pumping through Cesar Ashur. And the fans here at the Richfield Road Church are slowly behind Cesar Ashur.
Just the brute strength of both of these men.
Another clubbing clothesline there by Ashur.
Well, you heard it there. I did. Talking about the low blow the ref didn't see.
Down goes Bojack.
I got to agree with Jordan Scavone. If the ref would have seen that kick.
Well, he didn't. And the match continues. And now Cesar Ashur trying to build momentum here.
Could he be looking for it? Ducks the clothesline.
Boot to the midsection. And now Ashur's getting Bojack up. My goodness. Fireman's carry. Where's he going with it?
Oh, just barely. only 2.5.
Cesar thought he had it won. I think Jordan believed this one was over. You can see Jordan Scavone is freaking out at ringside here.
Jordan's having some problems, I think. I think Jordan Scavone almost had a heart attack, Al.
Well, he didn't. He's still upright.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Meanwhile, Ashur now contemplating going to the ropes. You don't want to take too much time.
This could be the moonsault. He calls this the Ides of March.
Oh my goodness!
Halfway across the ring.
What is Scavone doing?
What is? I think Bojack had something on his foot. I think he was trying to help him out, maybe.
I think Jordan Scavone needs to be a manager. Stay at ringside.
He is being a manager. He's helping out his client.
I don't see a manager sliding in the ring trying to break up a pinfall attempt here. And Ashur,
well, he's a new age manager, you know.
Angry, obviously, but he's got to shift his focus back to the mighty Bojack.
See, here's the mental games I'm talking about, Hal. Here it is. There it is. The Bo Vice locked in.
Right in the center of the ring. Oh my goodness, jaw jacker.
Never mind.
Bojack is dazed. Ashur off the ropes. Bojack!
Oh, the pounce. Oh, that's it.
Pulls him away from the ropes.
3. That's it. There you have it, Hal. The mighty Bojack making a name, making an impression.
The mighty Bojack.
Very impressive victory here. Kicking things off on this episode of Championship Wrestling. The mighty Bojack has picked up that big win over Cesar Ashur, and the Takeover continues their role here in the Michigan Wrestling Organization.
Absolutely. You got to think, Hal, this here we just witnessed Bojack's very first singles match in the MWO. And I got to say, what an impressive showing from this newcomer here who to step in the ring with a powerhouse like his brother and Cesar Ashur. And what an amazing show. Wonderful.
I told that piece of crap.
Listen to this guy.
My brother.
Here, right here. Say it here. Say it.
That he has no match against me.
You hear that right there?
Yeah, I
the
heard
Takeover.
They
are here to make an impression, Hal, and they've done just that.
The Takeover has been on an incredible roll. There is no doubt about that. Big victory there by the mighty Bojack, but take nothing away from Cesar Ashur, because what a valiant effort on this young man's part, and we have not seen the last of Cesar Ashur.
Absolutely not, Hal. I can tell you, you know, as a former manager for Cesar Ashur a while back ago, this man has a resilience that very few can match here in the MWO, Hal. I'd like to think that while the battle may have been won by Bojack here tonight, I don't think the war is over.
No, certainly not. The Takeover, ladies and gentlemen, they have a long list of enemies here in the Michigan Wrestling Organization, but you want to talk about a real warfare type of situation. Let's talk about this conflict between Hoss Fight and Scum of the Earth.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's been going on for weeks. It's become a focal point. Going into WrestleRama, we know that Rick Caurdiea, at this point, will defend the Michigan Wrestling Organization Championship against both Jeremiah J. Hughes and Bam Grizzlee. Bam Grizzlee, of course, part of Hoss Fight, won the Bunkhouse Brawl match, and he is on his way to WrestleRama. But I'll tell you what, this conflict with Scum of the Earth, it's going to come to a head. It could happen later on in this broadcast when Caurdiea goes one-on-one with the newest member of Scum of the Earth, DJ Edwards.
And you got to wonder if the rest of the members of Hoss Fight and Scum of the Earth will be ringside for such a contest, because something like this is so volatile, it can explode and take off at any second, Hal.
You're absolutely right. And with that being said, let's go back up to ringside for our next contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Well, hell,
Well, this is going to get interesting real quick.
we talked about it earlier. But
Here
we
they
have
come.
all 4 members.
From Knoxville, USA. Weighing in at the combined weight of 1 metric ton. Fat Tony, Adrian, Andre, and Bam
I like this kid.
It's ready for the ring, as always, by old school Rick Caurdiea. Horse fight!
I'll tell you what, I don't think I've ever seen Bam Grizzlee so fired up.
Well, he's got a lot to be proud of, Hal. Won the bunkhouse brawl. Became the new #1 contender. He is main eventing WrestleRama 25.
Hey, you guys know how this goes. Let's start a horse fight!
And there you hear it, the champion, Rick Caurdiea. As you said, will be defending his title against for his fellow Hoss Fight member and Jeremiah J. Hughes in just a month away.
This is going to get real interesting. This is scheduled to be a 6-man tag team attraction, ladies and gentlemen, with Hoss Fight taking on Scum of the Earth.
Well, members, I'm imagining Alex Crow would want to be in
The
such a competition.
superstar Alice Crow,
Yeah.
Corey Kerr, and Loco, we're being told.
Ah, yes. This is going to be a war, Hal. We might want to scoot back a little bit. I don't know.
I hope they have reinforcements here just in case this thing turns into a Pier 6 brawl.
It's very likely to happen, that's for sure.
And their opponent.
Here they come, Hal. Some personal favorites of mine.
There's the superstar, Alex Crow, and there's
There he
DJ Edwards, the newest member of Scum of the Earth. But we
I
know
like
that
to-
Edwards is not in this match because
No, it's okay.
where's Loco? Where's
You know
Kerr?
what? I like to think, you know what? I've got a new nickname for Alex Crow. I like to call
I know
it.
that everybody was all psyched up for that big Hoss Fight Scum of the Earth matchup.
He's a man with a plan, is what Alex Crow is.
You really shouldn't talk about anybody looking like anything. Bobby Hill, you and your contingency can shut your mouth over there. Now, I know everybody was looking forward to that big Scum of the Earth and Hoss Fight matchup, but I went ahead and gave Corey Kerr and Loco the night off tonight.
Oh, what a nice
You're
gesture.
kidding me.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Explain that. Don't worry, Rick. I'll explain that later.
Alex Crow is a man with a plan, Hal. Look at him. Look at it. He looks like he's got things figured out.
Speaking of that big main event, DJ, why don't you go in the back and get ready for that match tonight? No, I'm fine. I got it. I got it under control, buddy.
A man with a plan. Here, that's what Alex Crow is, Hal.
Now, I've decided that this match is going to go on. It's just not going to be Hoss Fight versus Scum of the Earth.
Oh.
So
Maybe you
instead,
got some
I went
ringers?
out and got a little bit of hired help tonight.
Hired goons?
Hired goons? No.
Did that go in here?
I went ahead and brought out the Steel Twins.
Oh, my goodness.
See, Alex Crow is a brilliant man. A man with a plan, sir. I very much admire that. I will. I'd be happy to. See, that's respect right there, Hal.
The Steel Twins have aligned themselves with the superstar Alex Crow, giving Kerr and Loco the night off.
Well, when you work as hard as Kerr and Loco do, what does that even mean? What is a jackwagon, Hal?
Well, you look it up in the dictionary, it's right next to sassafras.
They're not even starting with the same letter, Hal.
In their
What kind of
vocabulary, they
dictionary?
did.
Well,
Hey,
you might be right there. I'm going to look it up on Wikipedia right now.
yeah, that's a viable source. But
It
ladies
is.
and
I'm going to look
gentlemen,
it up while we're talking. Carry on.
Hoss Fight does not look amused. I can tell you that right now. Big A looks very annoyed. Bam Grizzlee don't care. He'll fight anybody. Anderson drops down to his knees. He's still practically just as tall as a cannonball.
I found out what a jackwagon is, Hal.
Yeah, what's that?
Jackwagon, slang term delivered from the freight or chow wagons used in the late 19th century. They were often the last wagons in the train, making them the least favorable and least efficient. When used as an insult, it refers to one's lack of intelligence, implying the insultee is capable of no more than operating a jackwagon.
All right, well, there you have today's history lesson, and we weren't even joined by Professor Albert Teach.
No,
That's usually his thing, you know.
Well, he told me where to look up things. He's a brilliant man.
And you can tell here that the fans at the Richfield Road Church solely behind Hoss fight.
But how can you not be? Look at just the sheer energy of these guys.
It's going to be Adrian Anderson, Fat Tony, and Bam Grizzlee, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, look at your twins. Your twinsies.
Well, I put my hand on it, it was already on there. I don't know how
are you going to be impartial if you're wearing a Hoss fight?
I'm calling it like I see it. But right now I see it's going to be Bam Grizzlee starting things off with the superstar Alex Crow. This is going to get, he tags out and here comes the cannonball.
Brilliant. Like I said, a man of the plan, Hal.
Six-man tag team action here on MWO Championship Wrestling. It's going to be Bam Grizzlee representing Hoss fight. Cannonball Alex Steele providing the opposition. And in the corner, of course, the reigning Michigan Wrestling Organization champion, Old School Rick Caurdiea. And you know Caurdiea is not in a very, very good mood after what all went down at the Bunkhouse Brawl, the betrayal of DJ Edwards.
Yes.
And nearly being robbed of the MWO title in that match against Codename Omega.
Robbed. Codename Omega was the one robbed in that situation.
I'll tell you what, Codename Omega is a man with a big target on his back, I'm here to tell you. But right now, it's Bam Grizzlee. He's starting things off hot and heavy. He's got a quick count right there. One count.
Not packaged with a quick kick out there.
That is not the package, that is the cannonball.
And we got Old School Rick Caurdiea coming over here.
All right, the champ's
hey,
with
champ,
us.
How's it going?
All right, I think I may come over here, say a few words, plus let you guys get a little line of sight to the match here.
We are being joined, of course, by the Michigan Wrestling Organization champion, Old School Rick Caurdiea. And Rick, you got a huge matchup later on tonight against DJ Edwards, and we got to know where you at here with the whole betrayal of DJ joining Scum of the Earth.
Well, I'm thinking where anyone else would be. When someone stabs you in your back, Hal, you kind of want to get a little vengeance.
Absolutely.
You kind of want to get your hands on him. So
Sure.
DJ Edwards tonight pays the piper.
All right, well, there you hear it firsthand from Old School Rick Caurdiea.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, it's Fat Tony Caurdiea, the champ's brother, in there with that 400 pounds of pressure now on the cannonball Alex Steele.
You know, Mike and Ike Steele, they're pretty stocky guys, but when you got that much lost weight, putting pressure and putting on the valves in your neck, man, you say goodnight.
You say Mike and Ike?
Yeah, Mike and Ike.
No, it's package and not package.
It's cannonball Alex Steele in there right now.
He's not packaged.
I'm
not wrong.
There's the tag. Here comes Adrian Anderson. And now they're going to make a wish.
You know, some people might say that's a little bit of a dirty maneuver, but you know, like I've always said, Hoss fight, we're not always nice guys in that ring, but we still fight for these people.
You got to respect that, Hal.
Right now, you got Adrian Anderson disrespecting Cannonball Alex Steele. Irish whip hard into the buckles. Comes out, and a big sidewalk slam.
Wow.
Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and a 2 count only as Crow was coming in to help out Alex Steele.
You got to admire the sheer power that behind Adrian Anderson of just to pick up a man like that like nothing.
One of the most powerful men in the MWO. Big headbutt. Down goes Steele. Off the ropes comes Big A. Back to that elbow. My goodness. Another lateral press. 2 count only. I'll tell you what, Bam Grizzly's fired up, champ. You think he's ready for WrestleRama?
Bam Grizzlee.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Bam Grizzlee is the finest young star in this visit today. And even though he's a member of Hoss Fight, I look forward to stepping in the ring with him at WrestleRama.
But what about Jeremiah J. Hughes? He's a pretty wonderful star in and of himself.
Opportunistic challenger.
Look at how the man dresses. Look at the people he surrounds himself with.
Jeremiah J. Hughes, likewise, is a great up-and-coming talent.
There you go.
But I take issue with Jordan J. Scavone.
What? He's a manager. He's doing his job.
Dirty. I know you know something about that.
We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you nailed it on the head right there, champ.
Was this gang up on Simon time? What is it?
Well, Simon does not say, all right, in this particular instance. But right now we got Bam Grizzlee in there. Oh, and there comes a superstar.
Smart tag team wrestling right there.
And Grizzlee making a big mistake, turning his back on the legal man in this contest, and he paid for it dearly.
See, this is the usual tactics by SCUM and anyone else they partner up with right here.
Winning?
This is a new steel
Double
team.
behind the referee's back.
Oh.
Yeah, you would know something about that, wouldn't you?
What are you talking about?
Uprising?
What was that? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All that was a group of people that were out to win, Hal. A group of people that were tired of being overlooked and stepped on by people like our CEO, who's been doing the same thing to people like Codename Omega, might I add. Andrew Steele and just pure control right here. Get a little of that cardio in. Vicious elbow drop to the heart of Bam Grizzlee. 1, 2, oh, just a 2. And here comes the main attraction of this group right here, the superstar Alex Crow. Gonna start working on that arm of Bam Grizzlee. Vicious right hands. Rake to the eyes. Alex Crow, he's out here to make a point, Hal. He's out here to...
He certainly is. You know, and I was a little apprehensive. I didn't know how he would perform here without his scum of the earth buddies were out here. But I'll tell you what, the Steel Twins doing more. Oh, big clothesline, and down goes Grizzly. Take nothing away from Alex Crow. The man is as intelligent as any superstar in the MWO. He sees an opportunity, he takes it.
Well, you got to admire, you have to admire this new attitude of the Steels in a way, because this newfound aggression, this newfound, I don't know what you even call it, Hal, this passion of the Steels, this newfound drive.
New attitude. They have a whole new attitude.
Thank you, new attitude.
New outlook on life here in the MWO.
Absolutely, and it's giving other superstars a run for their money. You saw them take Cody Leedy and Blackwell to task in the last episode, and they're looking pretty good here right now, Hal.
They would love nothing more than to be the next MWO Tag Team Champions, but right now they are tag team partners of the superstar Alex Crow, as Bam Grizzlee is in a bad way here. Crow! Oh, goodness! That was down around Paducah.
Little trouble down south, that's for sure.
There's a storm brewing, and it ain't good. He's
got him by the beard.
By the beard, my goodness! Come on, ref!
Old school Rick Caurdiea might have had enough of this.
I'll tell you what, the history between Rick Caurdiea and Alex Crow, among some of the most intense rivalries you will ever see in the 25-year history of this company.
They spent most of 2018 battling each other. In one way or another, Alex Crow and Rick Caurdiea spent a better part of a year.
Look at Grizzly plowing his way back out of this thing.
That's unnecessary.
And now Steele regaining control for his team.
Steele, the seasoned tag team wrestler, keeping him in his corner, keeping him isolated. That's great tag team wrestling right there, Hal.
Well, when you talk about tag team wrestling in the MWO, you got to talk about the Steel Twins. I mean, they've done it all. They're Hall of Famers. The Package is a Grand Slam champ. And, of course, Cannonball, former television champion, two-time TV champ.
And multi-time tag champions, right?
Well, yeah, they're four-time former tag team champions.
Wow.
And now we are at a stablemate here.
You know who else I think would be a good tag team, Hal? Me and you.
What now?
We would be a fantastic tag team, Hal. No. I mean, you'd have to do all the work, but
listen,
it would be a lot of fun.
I don't wrestle. I'm not a wrestler.
We can work on that.
We can work on that just as soon as you get a license to wrestle. How's that?
Well, you know, I've been in the ring a couple times, but that's all right. I'll get you a training session with Alex Crow. He'll teach you the ropes. If anybody to learn from, it's that man right there, Alex Crow.
Oh my goodness. Well, if you say so, I suppose.
You heard it here first, folks.
We really need to have a talk. Let's get rid of him.
And right now, it's Fat Tony and Adrian Anderson. They've got the superstar in a compromising position. Oh my goodness! From near 7 feet in the air, down goes Alex Crow.
And there is no way to cushion yourself from a fall like that. Now they're just toying with Alex Crow. The Steel Twins doing everything they can to gather themselves on the outside of the ring. Low blows to Fat Tony and Adrian Anderson.
Wait a minute. Meanwhile, the superstar has got a handful of times, and he just pinned Bam Grizzlee.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Alex Crow, Alex Steele, Andrew Steele.
That's what I'm talking about.
With the Steel Twins.
That's what I'm talking about. Brilliant tag team wrestling. Alex Crow, a man with a plan. You gotta think, this is not the end. This is just the beginning. Drawing first blood against all of Hogsfight tonight.
We got big problems here with Fat Tony and Adrian Anderson. They were on the receiving end of ill-placed kicks. Can we just say that?
Absolutely, Hal.
My goodness.
But you know, you got to do what you got to do to win, Hal. And sometimes you got to take it dirty. I mean, as Rick Caurdiea said, Hogsfight are not always nice guys. Well, they just got a dose of their own medicine tonight, I think.
They certainly did. And in the meantime, the superstar Alex Crow, albeit very controversial, he has pinned the #1 contender to the MWO Championship, Bam Grizzlee. I'll tell you what.
What's up on this one? The end night, DJ. You're mine. And it's not a place you've ever dreamt of being.
Well, you heard it right there. Rick Caurdiea, strong words for his opponent, DJ Edwards, in the main event tonight. But
one thing's for sure, this rivalry between Hogsfight and Scum of the Earth nowhere near being over.
Absolutely, but I think tonight it's all about celebrating. I bet Alex Crow's back there with a nice bottle of champagne, celebrating with his hired friends of the evening for a job well done. They did what they had to do, and they came up with the win tonight.
Hey.
What?
You got some brown stuff on your nose. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it's going to be Jeremiah J. Hughes going one-on-one with the Lone Wolf, Rex Havoc. Huge stakes in this one. If Havoc wins, he earns an opportunity at the Great Lakes Championship at WrestleRama 25, the only title that has eluded Rex Havoc here in the Michigan Wrestling Organization.
And you got to think, with the fired up as Rex Havoc was in the last episode, how much of that is going to be bottled up and really just thrown at J.J. Hughes tonight. Will the numbers game of the Takeover be enough to stop Rex Havoc?
We're going to find out right now. Let's head up to ringside for our next contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Did we just see these guys?
Representing the Takeover, escorted
Maybe it's that mask of Hughes.
the Archduke, Jeremiah J. Hughes.
You know, that we just saw them earlier. Well, Hal, I gotta tell you, you can never see enough of these guys. They're fantastic.
That's a matter of opinion. Well, right now it's Jeremiah J. Hughes, one of the two contenders for the MWO Championship in the main event of WrestleRama. And now he's going to go one-on-one. It's going to be the speed, the agility of the Archduke, Jeremiah J. Hughes, against the raw, sheer power of the Lone Wolf.
And his opponent.
Here he is.
265 pounds, the Lone Wolf, Rex Havoc.
There he is, Hal, a fierce competitor in the MWO. Rex Havoc is not a man to be taken lightly, that's for sure.
Absolutely not. MWO Hall of Famer. The man has virtually done it all here except one thing, Simon Page. And here could be the first step on his road to completing the Grand Slam Championship here in the Michigan Wrestling Organization.
It's not happening. You know it's not happening.
Well, I mean, I know the brain power that lies in the Takeover. Hal may not know, but I mean, I know.
Was he talking?
Oh, yes. He does that a lot. Although suspicious by their absence, Roberto Cruz and Bojack, it's only Jordan Scavone out here.
As it should, this should be one-on-one. I mean, with stakes like this that are so huge. I mean, a man's championship opportunity hangs in the balance in this matchup.
But you'd figure the Great Lakes champion would want to be out here to watch the match. Maybe see what he possibly might be up against.
If we know anything about the Takeover, we know that they're watching. They've got a monitor in the back. They got something. They're watching. And they're keeping very close eye on this.
When you're somebody that's pure gold like Roberto Cruz, sometimes you don't even have to watch. Over 5,000 carats of gold, Hal, is our champion.
And there's Rex Havoc. There's the power advantage that the Lone Wolf has.
Absolutely, Hal.
You do not want to max power. Hughes does not want to try to outpower or outpunch or anything like that Rex Havoc. He's got to rely on his speed. He's got to rely on his agility. He's got to maintain the tempo of this matchup. A faster-paced matchup will benefit Hughes over Havoc because Havoc, you know, he's got a long history of knee issues.
Yes.
But if Havoc can maintain a slower, methodical tempo to this matchup, the momentum shifts very dramatically to his side of the equation.
Well, in a very unique position that Rex Havoc has, Hal, as you know, not only is he a powerful man, but he's also a heck of a submission expert as well.
There's not a whole lot that Hughes can't do in that ring. You know what I'm saying? And he's just getting started here in the MWO.
Well, I was talking about Rex Havoc.
Well, fine. I mean, but and there's that power unceremoniously dumped over the top rope.
But you're right, there's not much J.J. Hughes can't do.
And there's not a whole lot that Havoc hasn't done.
That's the truth. Well, besides win the Great Lakes title.
Well,
and I have a feeling that that might continue to elude him after tonight, Hal.
and there you see Hughes trying to regroup with his manager, Jordan Scavone. Reluctantly getting back into the ring. Havoc giving him all kinds of opportunity here.
Well, he wants to do things on his time, you know?
And there's a tie-up now, and Havoc easily overpowers Hughes in the corner. Hughes able to turn it back around, wasting way too much time, and he paid for it. Havoc! Oh, man. Almost lit him up. Misses the big white hand. Oh, belly to back suplex.
Incredible.
Havoc with the sidewalk slam. This could be it. 1, 2. 2 count only.
Whew.
And the Archduke, ladies and gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
Big right hand.
Just toying with him. Havoc's gonna learn though. Jeremiah. J. Hughes.
See, you got on me a couple weeks ago.
I got flustered. What can I say? Jeremiah J. Hughes is not a man to be taken lightly, though.
And there you see, there's Hughes using his ring awareness to his advantage. Havoc now being pushed up against the turnbuckle or the ropes, smashing his face into the ropes. That's a steel cable in those ropes, ladies and gentlemen.
Using his environment to his advantage, Hal. If it's a part of the ring, it's legal.
Oh, wait a minute. Scavone with his scarf trying to choke the life out of Rex Havoc.
No, I think Rex was cold and he was just, you know.
Oh, Paige, give me a break here. What is that? That's a blatant chokehold by the Archduke.
Yes, it is.
Oh!
That's beautiful right there. That's what that is.
Jeremiah. Oh, man. Havoc tried to move out of the way, but just could not.
What a flying drop kick from Jeremiah. Could be going to the well again. Oh, my
goodness. Using his body literally as a battering ram.
Have you ever seen a man just throw caution to the wind like that, Hal?
Referee right there is a pinfall attempt, but Havoc able to get that shoulder up at 2.
Referee Terrell Allen doing all he can to try and stay on top of this match, but with two guys like this, with so much at stake.
Very disrespectful there.
Well, he wanted the hands open. That's open hand.
Oh, Havoc firing right back with a big right hand of his own. Havoc now has regained the momentum here. Front face lock applied, setting him up. Oh! Modified neck breaker there by the Lone Wolf. Lateral press, he hooks the leg. We've got 2. And Scavone is getting a little bit nervous at ringside. Justifiably so.
Well, that was close. It's too close.
And now we are at square one with these two, ladies and gentlemen. Havoc and Hughes. You got to believe that the first man to his feet is going to be a whole lot better situation as this matchup continues. Of course, a shot at the Great Lakes title for Rex Havoc hangs in the balance.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. Rex Havoc has everything to gain, but also everything to lose here. Jeremiah J. Hughes really just fighting to keep, well, to give his Takeover member a night off, I guess.
And now the Archduke.
I mean, think of how nice that is of
There's the power of the Lone Wolf. Straight power.
Didn't quite get all of it. Oh, no, he might hear, though.
Spine buster, vintage Rex Havoc.
The BFS.
What is Scavone doing again? How come is it, Simon? Every time one of his men gets in trouble, he's going to slide in the ring as if he's part of this matchup.
I mean, I've done some shenanigans, I'm not going to lie, Hal, but even I know not to do that.
Oh, he's going for an ankle lock. It looks like he's going to try to break Scavone's ankle.
Well, I mean...
That'll keep him from sliding in the ring.
But Scavone's not a wrestler. He's not trained for this. He could break the man's ankle here.
Oh, what a maneuver there by the Archduke.
The Tesla coil to Rex Havoc.
Oh, wait a minute. Here's Cruz.
Wait, but...
The Takeover's out here.
But how? But how?
The Lone Wolf, Rex Havoc.
How that just backfired. The Lone Wolf.
There's Laura Phoenix.
I understand the point they're trying to make, but a steel chair to the face of Jeremiah J. Hughes.
You've got to be kidding me here.
The Takeover, literally,
What is Bojack doing?
But you know what this means, Hal. Due to disqualification, Rex Havoc has won the match, which means he is going to WrestleRama 25 to take on Roberto Cruz.
He certainly is. What a statement here, but you are absolutely right. Rex Havoc, with that disqualification, he's going to get a shot at the Great Lakes Championship at WrestleRama 25 against Roberto Cruz.
Now you gotta wonder, was that deliberate? Did the Takeover want that match to happen all along? And this is all just part of some ploy? Or did things really just kind of get away from him there? But either way, with a vicious attack like that, you gotta wonder what kind of condition Rex Havoc's gonna be in with just a little over a month to prepare for WrestleRama 25, where he tries to capture the one title that's eluded him this whole time, Hal.
Well, there you see Rex Havoc and Laura Phoenix, ladies and gentlemen. And as we have documented, Rex Havoc is now on his way to WrestleRama 25.
That's right, Hal.
For a shot at the MWO Great Lakes Championship against Roberto Cruz.
And the Takeover did all they could, Hal, to try and put a stop to it. But at the end of the day, I mean, the plan kind of fell apart on itself, and Rex Havoc is going to reap the benefits of this at WrestleRama 25.
Absolutely, and ladies and gentlemen, right now we are actually broadcasting live on the MWO Facebook page with a huge announcement that we alluded to earlier this afternoon. Of course, we are on our way to WrestleRama 25 that comes your way on Sunday, April the 28th from the Community Center in downtown Fenton, Michigan. The night before, the MWO will present the Achievement Awards and Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Simon Page, Hughes, a tremendous class, has already been announced.
Absolutely.
Big Bubba Blackwell,
yes.
Mr. Positive,
yes.
Brett Travis,
yeah.
have already been confirmed for the MWO Hall of Fame class of 2019. And Simon,
is it time for another announcement?
We have another announcement.
Is my dream finally coming true, Hal?
It is not yours.
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Really?
I'm sorry.
What does a man got to do? I'm telling you, man.
Well, be here for more than a couple years. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are very pleased to make this next announcement. The next inductee into the MWO Hall of Fame is a man who did so much for this organization behind the scenes as well as in front of a camera. And of course, when you talk about camera, you got to talk about this man because he was instrumental in documenting so much history for the Michigan Wrestling Organization. It is with great pleasure and our honor to be able to announce that Keith Lenko, father of fellow Hall of Famer C.J. Cashmere, will be inducted into the Michigan Wrestling Organization Hall of Fame class of 2019 that happens on April the 27th Absolutely.
Fantastic news, Hal.
Absolutely. Very well deserved. The man was such a huge part of the growth of this organization. And as we celebrate 25 years of the Michigan Wrestling Organization, very well deserved. Keith Lenko, of course, he unfortunately is no longer with us, but we cannot dismiss what a huge impact he made, and his contributions to this organization are going to be enshrined forever when he is inducted as part of the class of the 2019. That happens on April the 27th, Saturday night, and anybody can be a part of the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Tickets will be available, we're being told, sometime next month at the community center, and you could be a part of MWO history. Get a tag team ticket.
Tag team ticket.
I mean, for $15, you can get admission to the Hall of Fame induction ceremony as well as WrestleRama 25 the very next night. And ladies and gentlemen, we cannot be more thrilled to welcome Keith Lenko into the MWO Hall of Fame.
I gotta say, Hal, the people behind the scenes in the MWO are just as, if not more important than the people who come out and perform, Hal. Without
Absolutely.
these amazing people, we wouldn't be able to put on this show for the fans that we get. And for someone like that to be put into the Hall of Fame, it's fantastic news.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we're being told that one more inductee will be announced in the coming weeks. Of course, that could happen on April the 6th when we return to ONTV airwaves, live television and internet broadcast. Slammin' Saturday Night returns to ONTV on April the 6th. But right now, we're going to say farewell to our friends who are watching us live on Facebook, and we're going up for today's main event here at the Richfield Road Church in Flint, Michigan.
Ladies and gentlemen, following contest is scheduled for one fall.
What great news, Hal.
It certainly is very well deserved.
It's good to see behind the scenes people get the love and respect, you know?
Introducing first, representing Scum of the Earth, who hails from
wait a minute.
Michigan.
If you'll excuse me for 1 second, Hal.
Where are you going?
Just 1 second, Hal.
Where are you going?
Learn my name, though.
Who's Todd? This is Simon Page.
He did get hit a lot.
What's in his hand? Page, what's going on here?
It's a folder, dummy. It's a folder. Don't you know what a folder looks like?
I beg your pardon, sir.
It's a folder.
Superstar Alice Crow has a microphone and a folder of some sort.
Maybe he brought a present for Dan Tanner.
And here's the song. Representing Hostile, who is the MWO Heavyweight Champion, and of course that Cold Division, weighing at 280 pounds, Old School Rick Courdiea.
Well, there you have it. Hal, not very long ago, we had a war between Hossfight, Scum of the Earth, in this very ring. And now in our main event, they've all made their way back out. Well, what's left of Scum of the Earth have made their way out. We're finally going to get Rick Caurdiea in action tonight here on Championship
DJ
Wrestling.
Edwards may be getting what he deserves here.
A victory?
No, a whooping. They want
Why
to
would you
start
say
him.
DJ Edwards deserves a whooping? He seems like an all right guy.
Did you see? He betrayed Caurdiea at the bunkhouse brawl. Did you not see that?
He outsmarted him is what I saw.
Okay.
Is everybody ready for the main event? Rick Caurdiea versus DJ Edwards?
See, look at that. He's a hype man. Oh.
What?
Remember, he's a man with a plan. Unless. What?
In my hand, in this binder, is a
Oh, it's a binder, not a folder. My mistake. I take back my dummy insult.
You wouldn't even have to put that title on the line tonight. Sounds good so far? Okay, I'll tell you what. On top of that, you can do what you want. I believe that's why Corey Kerr and also right here will go back to the back. And so will Oscar.
Just utter disdain by Fat Tony. Just
This is why these people love him so much. They didn't identify. They're dumb, small children.
Adrian Anderson taking Hossfight's t-shirt. Oh my God! With Hossfight's.
This is real mature, right, guys?
It's horrible. How disrespectful.
You can chew on, you can have to develop a line of it. But if you don't beat DJ Edwards tonight, well, you like to sneak your way into the event of WrestleRama.
Oh. Speaking of WrestleRama last year.
I get added to the main event at WrestleRama.
Well, what about that, Hal?
Oh, come on.
Or we can just leave and you don't get to get your hands on DJ after what happened to Bunkhouse. You guys don't want to see him fight DJ Edwards? You don't want that?
Well, the mastermind that is Alex Crow kind of has them over the proverbial barrel here, Hal.
You get one-on-one. I guarantee you there will be no interference from me or anybody else.
And he's a man of his word, Hal.
I'm not 100% positive.
If I get involved in this match in any way, I will be suspended for 90 days.
Oh, there you have it, Hal. See, that's a stand-up thing to do right there. 90-day suspension if he gets involved. That's a man of his word right there, a man with a plan. Doesn't need to read it. Alex Crow's not a lying individual.
Have you met Alex Crow?
I have. Wonderful human being.
But I get my hands on that sorry PLS who stabbed Hossflight in the back.
It's a family show, sir. Language.
Read it.
I don't know if Adrian Anderson can read. What's he going to do?
Of course he can read. Are you kidding me?
I don't know. He's kind of, it's a little different.
I mean, this is your shot at DJ. This is everything that you want. I mean, and then if I don't, and I'm telling you, I won't give you.
Looks like he's going to sign it, Hal.
I'm suspended for 90 days. 90 days. 3 months.
That's a long time.
That is a long time.
90 days.
That takes him out of WrestleRama and everything.
Yeah.
This is everything that you want, Rick. Everything. All you gotta do is sign the contract.
And possibly Slamathon, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, here we go. He signed the contract.
You know what that means, Hal?
As soon as they leave, I'm gone. Match doesn't start.
Well, you can't blame Alex Crow for being a little cautious.
Bam Grizzlee has a look of concern on his face. The fans here are slowly behind the MWO champion. Hossfight is men of their word, Simon, like you like to say.
I don't agree with the
my
actions
goodness.
he's taking with the T-shirt there, but
Well, sometimes you gotta blow your nose.
on a man's shirt?
Well, sometimes, you know, if you got to run a runny beak, you got to do what you got to do.
So Alex Crow here. Well, if he doesn't follow, he's suspended for 90 days.
90 days, he'll be out of here.
He's bound by that contract that they both signed. Alex Crow, being a man with a plan like he always is, might have just orchestrated his way into the main event of WrestleRama 25, Hal.
Well, what do we have now? Finally, a one-on-one situation between Rick Caurdiea, DJ Edwards, one half of the Valor Society.
And it's going to stay that way.
And now we got a foot race here at ringside. Edwards jaw-jacking with the fans at ringside, and Caurdiea trying to grab a hold of him. Edwards just a little bit too quick for the champ. Here we go, the bell sounded.
And here we go.
Right hand barely phases the champion.
DJ Edwards rolling out to compose himself a little bit here.
Mind games here by...
Warming up a little bit. Oh!
Here we go. And again, now Caurdiea's got him. There he is. Big right hand, down goes Edwards. And you got to believe there's a couple of weeks worth of built-up frustration for Rick Caurdiea.
Absolutely. These two have been, I mean, both of these groups have been at each other, well, since their inception, Hal. It's almost like Alex Crow and Rick Caurdiea built themselves each an army to take on each other.
Factional warfare here in the Michigan Wrestling Organization, but this week's main event on MWO Championship Wrestling. Oh, big knife edge chop, and down goes Edwards. The one that Edwards gave barely phased Caurdiea, but the one from Caurdiea just drops DJ Edwards. Followed up with a lateral press after a big back elbow, 2 count only.
Well, you gotta give it to Rick Caurdiea. He is literally twice the size of DJ Edwards. I mean, the power.
Oh man, big forearm rocks DJ right to the side of the head, trying to dislocate the man's jaw. Oh, and Edwards, you go after a man's eyes. I don't care how big you are, you're gonna go down.
Doing what he has to do to survive.
Big right hand there by the champion, and again, Caurdiea trying to get back to a vertical base, but Edwards puts the champ back down on the mat. Caurdiea struggling to get back to his feet. Non-title affair, but make no mistake about it, this is a big-time matchup. Huge opportunity for DJ Edwards. His first solo main event against an MWO champion. Of course, a win over Caurdiea, you got to believe, would rocket Edwards right to the top of the contenders list post WrestleRama.
Absolutely, Hal.
Caurdiea with a lot on his plate. Of course, he's preparing to defend his MWO championship in a triple threat match at WrestleRama 25 on April 28th.
Well, wait. It could become a fatal four-way, Hal. As that contract said, if DJ wins tonight, Alex Crow is in the main event at WrestleRama 25.
As it stands right now, it is a triple threat.
Well, sure.
Caurdiea, Grizzlee, Hughes. And right now, Caurdiea has isolated the left knee of DJ Edwards. Edwards has had history of ailments with his knees before. Caurdiea, very methodical. Very intelligent. Sees a wounded body part, he goes right after it. No wasted motion by the Michigan Wrestling Organization champion.
I will give you that, Hal. Rick Caurdiea, a well-deserved champion, controversy aside, well-deserved champion, and is a ring technician, Hal.
This could be a big mistake by Caurdiea, wasting way too much time. Gave Edwards some time to catch a breath or two. But that bad wheel there of Edwards. Edwards reverses it, and Caurdiea hard into the post on the floor. He breaks the count.
That looked painful.
They certainly did.
I don't ever want to know what that feels like.
No, I don't think I would either. That's why I don't want to wrestle.
Look at us agreeing on something for once. Oh, come on, Hal. You'd be a fantastic wrestler.
I'm not wrestling. Well, I'll tell you who is right now is DJ Edwards. And
Yes,
he
he
is
is.
in there with Rick Caurdiea as this is going to get ugly, I'm afraid. Breaks the count one more time. Slides in, slides out. Forces right. What? Oh! Big running forearm, elbow. Rocks, old school.
Just veracity of DJ Edwards there. Got the Hoss fight shirt, draping it over Rick's head.
Oh, this is. Referee's got to get in. Come on, man. Are you kidding me right now?
Well, he thought he might want to have his shirt back.
He's trying to choke out the MWO champion.
Just having a hard time getting it over his big head.
Now it's Edwards stepping back through the ropes into the ring. Caurdiea coming in underneath the bottom rope. Did he just... Was that a hair tie? Oh, man. Went
I think it was.
for the uprights right there. Edwards trying to keep Caurdiea down on the mat. Probably the smartest thing he could do at this point.
Absolutely. Once you got the man down, you got to work on him. Like they say, if you can't stand, you can't fight, Hal.
Caurdiea reeling from the attack on his knees now. Lateral press.
It'd be pretty hard to deliver a caddy ride with a bum leg, Hal.
Caurdiea knowing exactly where he was at, reaches over, grabs that rope, breaks out, breaks up the pinfall attempt. Caurdiea back to his feet, though. I don't think DJ Edwards realizes it. Edwards jaw-jacking with the referee. Oh, my gosh. Standing drop kick by the champion. Hooks the leg. Lateral press. 2 count only.
That was a beautiful drop kick, Hal.
Impressive there by the Michigan Wrestling Organization heavyweight champion. But Edwards, oh, big chop there by Edwards.
It's still any man's battle, Hal.
It is, but Caurdiea's dazed. Gets shot off the ropes by Edwards. Edwards misses the clothesline. Caurdiea ducks another one. Comes in, big back elbow, and both men are down.
That might have been all that Rick Caurdiea had right there. Having to reach deep down.
Edwards now looks like he's going to be the first to get to his feet. And he is. Breaks the referee's count. Big forearm by Edwards. Another one. Caurdiea fires right back, and my goodness, did you hear the contact?
I think I saw his teeth fly out of his mouth, Hal.
Irish whip into the buckles. Caurdiea follows him in with a clothesline. Again from the far side, and he hits him again. Front face lock by the champ. Snap suplex.
Rick Caurdiea is on fire right now, Hal.
Lateral press. Hooks the leg. Referee. 2 count only.
Wow.
So close.
What an amazing contest so far, Hal. I gotta say, as much of a fan of Scum of the Earth as I am, and I am a fan, I did not think that DJ Edwards was going to be able to mount this kind of offense against Rick Caurdiea.
This is a huge opportunity for Edwards to break out and become a big star here in the Michigan Wrestling Organization. Not that he isn't already, but a solo star. Oh, nobody home. Wasted just a little bit too much time. Caurdiea seen him coming.
Oh, no. Oh, so close, yet so far away.
The champ went to back it up. Nobody there. Slams hard into the buckles. The small of the back. And now it's Edwards. A little bit of showboating, but it did
What
not
a
matter on that
clothesline.
exchange. Very nicely done there by DJ Edwards. Caurdiea trying to shake the cobwebs here.
DJ calls that move the remix, Hal. See what he did there?
I did. Oh my goodness!
Went to the well one too many times.
Went straight to the floor here at the Richfield Road Church.
And he has not moved, Hal.
Referee Dan Tanner right there checking on Edwards.
I mean, Rick can stay in the ring and just let him get counted out. I mean,
Caurdiea is not that kind of competitor.
well, maybe he should be, Hal.
Well, not everybody's like you, Simon Page.
I know, isn't it tragic?
3! Come on, TJ.
But then again, the world can't take that much awesomeness all at once.
Oh
it's all right.
my goodness. Somebody
What?
bring me the waiters. It's getting deep here in Flint.
That's just the water. Hal,
That's the
though.
river slide. My goodness. What is your deal this week?
I'm jacked up on Mountain Dew, Hal.
You're jacked up on something. But right now
Mountain
it's
Dew and nachos.
reminding me not to hang out with you for the pay-per-view tonight. Well, here we
There it is.
Winner of this contest by way of
So-
count.
So wait a minute.
Rick Caurdiea.
Well,
obviously
I
not the
guess it's
kind
going
of
to be a
victory
triple
that
threat match
Caurdiea.
after all, Hal.
Well, Caurdiea, that's not the kind of victory that Caurdiea wanted, but it's
But
a
that's
victory
all
nonetheless.
it's-
Why, here comes Alex Crow.
Wait a minute. He looks like he's got another. Do you have another plan, Alex? Looks like he does.
Talk about count out to a victory. So Alex Crow, I think this is another year. We ain't gonna be too close to this. You are not in the WrestleRama main event.
He does have a point there, Hal. I mean, it was black and white in the contract.
I'm a man of my word. You're absolutely right.
See, there you go.
You beat DJ Edwards by count out.
Yep.
There's nothing I can say about it.
You're right, I did.
Man of his word.
Well,
Uh-oh.
the contract here says that you had to beat DJ Edwards by pinfall or submission only.
Oh.
And since you didn't read the fine print, and
See?
since you didn't live up to your end of the
Oh,
contract,
no.
the main event WrestleRama is now JJ Hughes versus Bam Grizzlee versus Rick Caurdiea versus the future MWO heavyweight champion, the superstar Alex Crow.
Well, there you have it,
my
Hal.
goodness.
That is brilliant.
Your political and your legal BS all you want. Okay, you're in the match.
You know what?
No, you don't be quiet. You listen to the champ. You've never been able to get the job done for this, whether it was someone else's ways or mine. And that's not going to change at WrestleRama.
Gee, Rick, you know, that was a tough battle you just had. That was a tough battle. You know, and I think everybody's looking forward to seeing Rick Caurdiea at ONTV, right?
Sure.
Of course, Chip's going to be there.
No, he's not. Because this also said if you didn't beat DJ, you would be suspended for the ONTV show. So I want you to go home. I want you to go home. I want you to get your rest. I want you to kiss that belt, and I want you to shine it real nice.
Kiss
Because
it.
at WrestleRama,
Kiss it.
I'm taking it from you like you stole it from me a year ago.
There you have it, Hal.
Unbelievable.
The genius that is Alex Crow. You know, I kind of wish I was part of Scum of the Earth, to tell you the truth. I kind of wish I was part of Scum of the Earth, to tell you the truth, Hal. He's a brilliant man. He just, with the brilliant legal strategy of Alex Crow, now he is in the main event. It's in black and white right there. Hal, it's brilliant.
It's now a fatal four-way main event at WrestleRama 25 for the Michigan Wrestling Organization Heavyweight Championship.
Isn't that awesome?
And Rick Caurdiea is not happy.
I mean, you know, I wouldn't be either because, I mean, he's got to fight a superstar like Alex Crow.
Oh, he's ripping that contract up.
Well, I mean, it's already been notarized. I don't know how good that is.
Once again, you've proven that when it comes to what happens in between these ropes, bell to bell, you are so far from being a man. You're just a talking lawyer.
What's wrong with lawyers?
You weasel your way in. So I can't get low in TV. That's why I ain't gonna heal up. I'm gonna set my sights. April 28th. Benton Community Center. WrestleRama 25. I hope to see every single one of you there.
Even you, Hal.
Pro, Jeremiah J. Hughes. My brother Bam Grizzlee. The old school Rick Caurdiea. Win, lose, or draw, and I also hope to win. We're all here going to get a hell of a show.
Well, there you have it, Hal. Alex Crow's genius master plan came to fruition, and tonight, whether Rick Caurdiea likes it or not, tonight, Alex Crow is now a main eventer and going to the main event of WrestleRama 25. Could this have been the final strategy where Alex Crow walks away with the MWO heavyweight title, Hal?
It's controversial to say the least, ladies and
Beautiful is what
gentlemen.
it is.
And I mean, no matter how you slice it, it appears that the superstar Alex Crow is going to be one of now 3 challengers for the MWO Championship at WrestleRama.
Isn't it brilliant? It's amazing.
You can call it whatever you want.
I think I'm going to go congratulate him right now.
All
You
right.
got the rest of this, right? I'm going to go.
All right. Well, there goes Simon Page, ladies and gentlemen.
Great job he did. That's just fantastic.
Yeah, don't fall on your way out. But folks, for all the latest news and action and information, we invite you to visit our social media sites on Facebook and Twitter at MWO Wrestling, as well as the MWO Network powered by YouTube and MWOonline.net. Until next time, we thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the MWO Network as we continue our road to WrestleRama 25.